Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
And a very good Thursday, everyone, as we're making our way ever so closer to the weekend under a beautiful sky. We've got temperatures in the mid-70s, but the main thing that's also helping out is our humidity is only about 30%. Now, be forewarned, the humidity is going to really start to increase over the next few days, and temperatures are also going to climb, so it is going to start to feel summer-like out there heading into Friday and especially parts of the weekend. But we got one more day where it's going to feel really comfortable out there. Temperature 75 right now in Savannah. Humidity is down to 34%. And as we look live here in Milledgeville, I don't think you could ask for much of a nicer day than that. 73 degrees, a light breeze out of the east, and coming in with a 33% humidity. Memphis, a little warmer there, but the humidity offsets that. See that? It's only a 26% humidity right now. Very dry air, 77 degrees, and we've got a little bit of an occasional breeze there. But as we look at live in Humboldt, we're at 73 and a 33% relative humidity. Dew points down in the 40s and upper 30s this afternoon. So, it's kind of still some of that more rare type of weather patterns where we get the lower humidity when we get some of the warmer temperatures. But that's all going to change. Looking at the temperature map, we've got 72 right now in Paris and Huntington, 73 in Alamo and Parsons, 73 in Henderson, and 73 in Summerville, 75 in Selmer, and the winds are predominantly out of the east or the northeast, and occasionally more out of the east northeast out there. But anytime you get those northerly breezes, it usually means drier air, more continental and less humid conditions. So that's really helping out today with those mid 70s and just that very dry air. But be careful, today is not really a good day to try to burn outside. We got a little bit of a wind, we got very dry air. The ground, especially right up at the surface, is very dry. So even though we don't have any alerts or anything, it's a little more risky on a day like today. Radar is showing absolutely no precipitation anywhere around the West Tennessee area. Surface map shows we can all thank the big cold front that moved through as we went through yesterday. Severe weather outlook, though, it's been cranking up out there to the west of us. Notice, here's a look at tomorrow or Thursday, and then we'll take a look at tomorrow here. You can see some of that kind of tries to work down in towards northwest Tennessee. So I do have a slight chance of a scattered shower storm, mainly up in our northern counties for tomorrow afternoon. We'll show you that here in a moment. But again, the severe risk is very low with this. It's mainly out towards eastern portions of Kansas, Nebraska, and parts of Iowa and northern Missouri. But notice as we get into Saturday, still looking at that severe weather risk out there, and this goes on for days. This will go on right through the weekend, and we're going to have to watch about middle of next week. Some of that will eventually start to move our direction. The severity level of it right now is a little bit unknown, but it's still a very long way off. But just, we've been talking about it, and we'll have more updates as we get more in that window of opportunity as well. Looking at Futurecast, here's what we're talking about. Here's tomorrow in the morning, 7, 8, 9 a.m. times up at the upper right there. But notice right there, some of those thunderstorms come in. They're kind of dying out. They kind of try to brush through like Union City and Paris. But, they fall apart. And then another little time I'm watching is into early Saturday morning, right in there. Mainly going to be some clouds associated with that, but it's possible we could get a few sprinkles with that as well. Again, most of that will be before sunrise on Saturday. Just a couple of little blinks there, but otherwise the weekend's looking mostly dry for us. For the evening planner, staying in those mid-70s right on through about 6 p.m. Then we'll start dropping some. We'll be at the low 60s by 9 p.m. to the low 50s by 1 a.m. And as we look at our hourly forecast, a few clouds will start to be noticed in the early morning hours as well, but we'll still keep a mostly clear sky out there. In the morning, well, we can expect the low of about 52 degrees. No problems at the bus stop there, as we'll be under just a partly cloudy sky. We'll top out about 83 under partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Again, if you're in like Lake Obion over to Henry Weekly, you've got like less than a 20% chance of a little scattered, brief, short-lived shower during the afternoon, but most of us will be completely dry. We'll just see a few clouds working through during the afternoon. So that's why I've got that slide on there. And we'll go from 83 for the high, and we'll notice the humidity kicking in. Overnight lows going to be back in the upper 60s. And the thing is, these overnight lows are going to start to feel more humid and balmy as we go through the next several days. We'll be into the upper 80s on Saturday. Again, that little slight chance of a shower, mainly before sunrise Saturday. High of 86, mainly just partly cloudy skies through the day Saturday. Dropping to 63, back to 87 on Sunday. That's going to be almost a warm to hot, humid feel to the air. And then we'll drop to just under the 70-degree mark as we go into Sunday night. Here comes some bigger heat there, 90 for Monday, and there will be a chance of an isolated pop-up storm, about a 30% chance in the late afternoon. Storms get a little more concentrated on Tuesday, and then numerous showers and storms possible there by Wednesday. And again, if we're going to get some severe weather, it'll be towards the middle of next week as it looks right now. All right, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Take care.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.